This is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to take this stepping stone, this floral foam, and turn it into a beautiful wreath. So let's get started. I'll be sure that I list all of the supplies you'll need below. The first thing I want to do is attach this stepping stone right onto the wreath form here. And this is not like real heavy or anything, but I always go to that floral section and I see this different types. There's so many different types and they're so pretty, but I just never could figure out what to do with it. So I wanted to try something different today. So I'm going to take some hot glue and glue it around here. So let's see if my glue gun is ready. I'm also going to show you what flowers I'm going to use for this. This is what I'm using. These real pretty flowers. I thought those would be nice for spring. So one of the things I want to do is I actually need to use some of this mesh tubing because I need to hang it. I'm just going to use a little bit of this mesh tubing for this. And so I don't, of course, have it all figured out, but we shall see how it goes. Let's see how this works out. So I need something to hang this on, so I figured this mesh tubing would work because it's sturdy enough and it's light. And if I need to cut it down more, I can. I'm just kind of bringing it through here and making a loop. Kind of like that. And it might work, let's see. So I want to get this on first before I glue that stepping stone down. I'm just kind of taking this and tying it on here. Let's do a couple of knots, and I could always cut this down, or it may be hidden under those flowers once I get it on there. So that'll kind of be my hanger. Maybe hang it like that. We'll see. I think that'll work though. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. And if you figure out a different way to hang it, that's fine. I think that'll be great. Everyone has their own style of doing things. So I'm just going to kind of go around here and glue this. And so this is one of those ideas that you have in your head and you figure, you know what, I'm going to try it and see if it works. So we shall see. Okay, let's see if I put enough on there. Okay, and then I want this to be right up there. And I'm just going to press this down on here. May simple joys fill your life. And I think this is so cute. Okay, so let's see how fast. Oh, that's on there already. So that's how it's going to hang up. So that glued on there pretty good. I'm just going to hold it just a little bit longer. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to do some flowers on here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut some of these off and see what order. I'm not going to glue them in, but I am going to see what order I want them in. So I'm just going to kind of press them into. These are so cute. I can never get enough of these flowers. These are so pretty. I think I've used these in another project from like last year, but these are flowers they always carry in Dollar Tree. So you want to kind of make sure you get your labels off. Okay, let me start cutting some of these off here. And I do want the green to be in there too. I think it makes it look much more natural. So I'm going to just go ahead and start cutting some of these off, and then we'll start to stick them into our wreath. So now this is how much I'm cutting off. And I might cut off more just depending on how much I need to push it down in there. You see that? Not too much. Okay, so now we're going to start to put our flowers in, and this should be the fun part, but we'll see. So I'm going to just start pushing some of these into here, and I may end up taking them out and pushing them back in. I'm not going to glue them in, not yet, because I want to see how it looks. Let's see. Just kind of alternating some of these. And I don't want these to go all the way through. So, actually, I need to cut this down even more because to me it's too long. Yep, that'll work. And then once I have them in place, I may go back and glue them in. Just have to see if I want to do a pattern here or not. See, that's what we've got so far. So look how pretty those are. I mean, wouldn't that just brighten anyone's day? So I'm just kind of going at an angle here. And I'm just alternating them. And the nice thing is that this little thing right here can be bent. The stem can be bent. So just in case you want to bend it and then stick it in, you can. So, all right, let me not lose my place here. This one, and then one of these here. I'm just kind of going in at an angle. And I do want this to be showing, so let me just twist that a little bit. Because I want this to show. This is what we got so far. All right, moving right along here. So sometimes you can't really know if you have enough flowers, but I think I'm going to have enough flowers for this. Actually, I might have more than enough. So I'm just working it in the front, and then I'm going to come around and do the sides and the bottom. So you see the pattern I'm doing here. So it's better to cut them longer, and then if you need to, just cut them shorter. And I like the way the green leaf looks on there, so I'm going to leave that on there. Let's see, how about that? That, and we're going to put another one of these in here. So you see the pattern I'm making around there? Just make sure I can see so it's on this angle. I'm just looking just so I can see if it's straight. And if I need to go back, I'll go back and straighten it up. And if the roses are too big, or if you think that the roses are too big, you can always just stick them right around this way. Or you can do all roses, you can do all one color. So you just kind of find out what you like, because everybody's taste is different. So just do what you love. Let's put one of these in. See if we can fit another one of these in here. And then fit a rose right there. Just look at little tiny rose. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So I'm going to just keep going, and then I can go back and see. So you see what I'm doing now? I'm just going to go ahead and start sticking stuff in the top here to cover all of this up. And I have more than enough to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, I think you got it now. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so our wreath is done, and here's what it looks like. Look how adorable that is. And so if you want, you can do this wreath without the centerpiece, but I like the centerpiece in there because it's just so different and unique, and it has a message. And so if you can see that at that angle, I will take a picture of it all hung up. Let me just flip it over so you can see what the other side looks like. And see, this is what it looks like from the side. So I really filled it in there with some flowers. I really made those flowers nice and close. Here's my little hanger in the back. So that's where it's gonna hang on my wreath hanger. or maybe some kind of little hanging device. And it looks neat. I made sure that none of the flowers came through the foam on there, and it's pretty sturdy on here too. So I hope you like this idea. If you want to make it all one color, you can do that. The nice thing is you can do whatever you want. So this costs, let's see, $1 for this, $1 for the foam. Let's see, the flowers I used 6 bouquets of flowers. So that's $6, $7, $8 basically to make this. So I think that's a pretty good bargain, and it looks nice. And here's another thing you can do. If you want to add more bling to it, you can add more bling, put little gems on there if you want to put pearls on there. I think this makes a really good Mother's Day gift as well. And it's just a cute spring wreath. Now, of course, you don't want to hang this outside because of that foam underneath it. But I would love to hang this maybe in a guest bathroom or something. Or maybe you can hang it in your kitchen. It's just up to you. So I hope this inspired you. Now I hope you look at these a little bit different because there's so many of them. And I will see you real soon. And don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you real soon. Bye.